As we work to unclog our arteries after the holidays, we should so be doing with our computers to help give them a fresh start for the new year. Let's welcome Brian Anderson, CEO of Charleston-based IT support services company, Advyon. Great to have you with us.
Oh, thanks so much, Layla. It's great to be here.
Good topic to start us off and to get our computers nice and fresh for the rest of the year. And I'm guilty of just hanging on to junk and never touching any of the innards and just keeping my fingers crossed.
We
it's
all
going to keep
are.
hoping.
Yeah.
It's going to keep working, right?
We all are.
So what is some of your advice for people to take a crack at it and to start that process?
Sure. So, my first thought is if we're talking about cleaning up computers, let's look at that literally, right?
Yeah.
So the first thing that I like to do is I like to get a can of spray air. And let's just spray out some dust in that computer. Take it outside, spray out some dust. If you have a tablet or a laptop, you can get some alcohol with, some pads and just wipe those contacts. And let's just clean up the computer. We fixed a lot of computers. But we fixed a lot of computers just from cleaning them because the dust gets in between those little components and it's not a great thing. So.
Well, it's true because the computers, whether it's a laptop or a desktop, have fans, and the fans draw in a lot of dust and debris, right? So that can actually destroy your computer in some cases.
Especially if you have pets and whatnot. All that dander
all
gets
that
in
flying
there.
fur,
Right, and we never clean the inside of that stuff out, and that sometimes can prolong at least the life of your desktop or laptop.
Absolutely, and the worst feeling is losing any of the information that you keep on your computer. Now we use our computers every single day for everything.
Right.
And there's a lot of information stored.
Yes.
So what's the best way to start clearing out things that you don't need while keeping and holding on to the stuff that you do need?
Sure. So, the most expensive thing about a computer is the data we have in it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't ever want to lose my pictures, my keepsakes. I keep them there all the time. So that's what we want to protect first and foremost. So, as an IT professional, I'm always going to take an opportunity to talk to people about making sure their stuff is backed up.
Yeah.
And that's making sure you have a copy of your most important data, with you all the time, which is good, but also in another place, like in the cloud. And today, there's some great software things that are out there, some cloud services by the big three, by Microsoft, by Google, and Apple, that cost about $10 a month or less, and they will automatically back up all of your data, all of your desktop, your documents, and you just have to go online to their services, Microsoft 365, one.google.com, or Apple's is the iCloud Plus.
And that's just for a nominal fee.
That's right. You just sign up with their services. It's a one-time fee, typically less than $100 a year or $9 a month. And it does it automatically for you because I don't ever remember to, manually copy all of my stuff.
And it's worth its weight in gold, isn't it?
So
It gives you a lot of
worth
peace of mind.
Yeah. So then, now that I know that I have all of my things backed up, I feel more comfortable and more confident if I want to start removing some things. So now I can go and look at what's slowing my computer down or make changes, knowing that I can recover those things if I ever need to.
And how do you know which of the programs that you should keep, shouldn't keep? Because when you look at some of the files that you have on your computer, there's a lot of uninstall packages and install packages and all these random documents that if you get rid of that, then your program's not going to work. So how do you know what to pick and choose?
Well, Microsoft and Apple have done a great job of limiting that. It's not as bad as it used to be. So what I like to do, first of all, to speed up our computers is most of the stuff that we use today is in the cloud. So your email is in the cloud. A lot of the services that we use are in the cloud. So what we want to do is we want to clean up our browsers first. So you go under the browser settings and you want to clear out what's called cache memory. And that sometimes gets clogged up and has stuff in there that will slow down your browsing experience. So your computer might be just fine, but we need to clean up your browser.
Does that get rid of the history?
It can, but you could choose to turn that on or off.
Oh, I see. So history and cache are two totally different things.
They are similar things. They're both called cache.
Oh, okay.
But one stores history of where you went, and another stores the history of all the files of where you went, so all the images you downloaded, things of that
Because
nature.
I love
That's
the
what kind
feeling
of
of
can
just
clog stuff up.
typing in the first couple of letters, it populates because it knows what I want.
Right.
The password and username pop up.
Yeah.
Don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
Don't
just
have to
make
think.
sure you don't tick that history box and you'll be okay.
Okay, that's good to know.
The second one on your browser stuff is you want to remove any extensions that you didn't know have been installed. Now with all of the errant clicks that are happening today,
yes.
and AI is making things very confusing, and it's really easy to make a bad click. And what will happen is it will install software, not necessarily in your computer, but in your browser that you're not aware of that could be slowing things down. So you want to go into your settings, you want to go under extensions, and this is with all the major browsers, and make sure there's nothing there that you don't recognize. And that's really what I like to look at is, do I recognize this program?
Right.
I probably don't need it if I
discerning.
don't.
Absolutely. And we've run out of time, but also make sure you download antivirus software on your computer. That's also very important.
Very important.
For anybody who's interested in services with Advyon, make sure you go to their website. I want to thank you so much, Brian, for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
We're back after this.